The love story of Titilope Bilikis Ajoke Agbelega and Babatunde Mufta Adebayo Shinaba. The groom, Babatunde Shinaba, who was studying in the United States at the time, took maximum advantage of the party organized by one of his uncles, which was attended by the bride, Titilope Bilikis Ajoke Agbelega, to lay a solid foundation for what has turned out to be a life partnership love affair between them today. The two lovebirds seemed determined to make the union work, so they did not allow the distance between Georgia and the United States, where the bride was also studying, to pose any impediment to their relationship, which gathered more steam by the day. Babatunde Shinaba and Titilope Agbelega stepped up the flame of their love, and in 2013, precisely 7 years later, Babatunde Shinaba chose a very romantic setting to publicly propose to his wife. Guess what? It was at the wedding of his very close friend Tamir and his wife Kafila, also in the United States of America. After he had obtained the permission of the master of ceremonies and got the full and divided attention of the gathering, Babatunde Shinaba, right in the middle of the hall, went on his knees and asked for the indulgence of the entire audience. He then brought out the ring he had bought a long time ago and popped the almighty question to his wife, "Would you marry me?" To which he got an answer in the affirmative. And so, the marriage between Babatunde Mukhtar Adebayo Shinaba and Titilope Bilkis Ajoke Agbelega, which was signed and sealed in the United States of America, where the couple had both studied and graduated, had just been delivered back home in Lagos, Nigeria. The parents of both sides would thank their stars that the resources they had invested in their children have happily yielded very positive results. Joy unlimited, as the Yorubas would say. And so, Thursday the 3rd of September 2015 will be a day of a special joy to the parents of the bride, Alhaji Muse Kalamu, and his wife and mother of the bride, Alaja Abosede Fausat Agbelega, Taurid Adenrile Shinaba, and his wife, Mrs. Adefunke Olubumi. A day when the labor of love for their children has been graciously rewarded with bountiful gains. The engagement ceremony, which was the first leg of the multi-legged ceremony to formally induct the United States returnees into the sacred marriage institution, was well attended by the friends of both families, who gave them the needed support as it turned out in their impressive numbers. The groom's family, led by Taurid Adenrile Shinaba and his wife, Mrs. Adefunke Olubumi Shinaba, danced with great joy towards the bride's end of the arena. This is to give a hint about the mission, which was to formally request the hand of their beautiful daughter in marriage for their son, Babatunde Shinaba. Before too long, both parties struck the right chord, and there was celebration in a different way. A firework display heralded the unveiling and presentation of the letter of intent from the groom's family to the bride's family. The groom, Babatunde Mukhtar Adebayo Shinaba, must be very popular among his friends, who joined him in the impressive numbers as he made his first contact with his parents-in-law for the first sizing up session, where any mistakes made will count heavily against the groom. Happily, the groom and his friends succeeded in winning to their side his parents-in-law and other family members. This was in the way he and his friends conducted themselves. If you ask me, it looks every inch like the result of a series of rehearsal sessions between the groom and his friends. That was what did the trick. Now it was the turn of the bride, Titilope Bilikis Ajoke Agbelega, to sustain the momentum of the good vibes the groom was able to extract from the parents on both sides. It was a thing of pride that even though the couple had been away in the United States for a long time, seeking the proverbial golden fleece, they have not lost touch with their culture and tradition. The bride practically stole the show in the totally traditional fashion in which she glided into the arena with cultural dancers with whom she shared the same proudly Nigerian attire. The bride, now with her husband, also demonstrated her mastery of appropriately dressing her husband, especially in what direction to place his cap. They both cut the engagement cake, fed each other before exchanging their rings. Both parents, in one accord, prayed for the couple before the bride was handed to the groom's parents. The marriage register was signed and the certificate issued. Now changed into a lemon green native attire on a blue gear and red beads to match, which blended perfectly with her husband's outfit. The engagement ceremony was capped with a happy dancing and jubilation session. The Nikah ceremony took place on Saturday, 5th September 2015 at the Oluwole Central Mosque, Ogba, Lagos. This is to formally solemnize the holy matrimony between Babatunde Shinaba and his wife, Titilope Bilkis Ajoke Agbelega. The service, which featured leading Muslim clerics and friends of the families on both sides, was presided over by Imam Sadullah Bello, the chief imam of Oluwole Mosque, Ogba, Lagos. Special prayers were offered for the couple. There was exhortation for the couple and recitation of the Holy Quran. The Islamic cleric, whose message was delivered in Yoruba language, urged the couple to work hard at keeping the marriage intact. The parents of the couple were asked a few questions about the marriage, to which they gave their total support and endorsement. Other highlights of the Nikah ceremony included the signing of the wedding register by the couple, their parents, and exchange of wedding rings. Then they took an extensive photo and video session with a long stretch of their friends, family members, and well-wishers. 10 Degrees Event Center at Billings Way, Ikeja, Lagos, hosted the reception, which was the final leg of the Shinaba'S Agbelega wedding splash. As usual, more dignitaries were spotted, and these included white-capped chiefs who were also at the Nikah ceremony earlier. The parents of the couple, Taoreed Adenrole Shinaba and his wife, Mrs. Adefunke Olubumi, and the bride's family, Alhaji Musa Kalamu and Abosede Fausat Agbelega, looked very resplendent in the very richly embroidered Ashoke traditional outfit they adorned, and this caught the attention of everyone as they danced in joyfully to formally kickstart the event. The couple, who had all along showed that they were very prepared for their marriage, in action and deeds, took matters a notch higher. In their attire, they adorned to the reception, and this makes them stand out completely from the crowd. The dance routine of the couple was something that must have captured the attention of everyone who set their glance towards them for a long time. The groomsmen and the bridesmaids, who also dressed to kill, so to speak, were one with the couple in everything that was done. The chairman of the occasion, who came across very much as a very close friend to both parents of the couple, took the couple through the ABC of marriage. He charged them to live a life of true undivided love for each other. But he was particular about his appeal to the parents on both sides, not to constitute themselves into a clog in the wheel of progress of the marriage. This they could do through unnecessary interferences, he added. He advised them to allow their children make their mistakes and correct them themselves. They must avoid teleguiding them, he warned. He then prayed for the success of the marriage.
Please, I know you are from a culture that gives very big room for equality. But that is over there. There's nothing like equality in our own cultural milieu. You must at all times defer to your husband. Because that was what your mother did for all these years that produced you, and we are expecting you to carry on the tradition.
Other events which came in quick succession at the marriage were the cutting of the wedding cake, also supervised by the chairman.
At the count of 3, from 1 to 3, please cut the cake. 1, 2, 3.
Feeding of the couple, the father-daughter dance, the son-mother dance, which gave way to the bridal dance, and here the couple approached it in a no-holds-barred manner. The bride then threw her bouquet of flowers, which her Spencer friends struggled to catch.
5.
The multi-legged marriage of Babatunde Adebayo Shinaba and his darling wife, Titilope Bilkis Ajoke, was rounded off with hearty singing and dancing, with the Fate Band completely in control of affairs. May God bless the marriage with all the good things of life.